welcome back to the second WARNO Friday night tournament. As everything is setting up, and I'm joined by two handsome gentlemen. The already known Eugen Dant and the not so well known, but pretty important Eugen Panzer is joining us tonight as well for a bit of talk about this beautiful, goddamn beautiful game that we have in front of us. And then, at the meantime, we will play a bit of games as well. Starting on the new map, Ripple, with some fun divisions against us, the two new boys, but we play the old guard, and we hopefully can beat them here in round 1 and survive the first round. So yeah.
Could be great.
Hi.
So, Panzer, what are you exactly doing over at Eugen? Why should people know you? What?
I'm pretty sure people don't know me, but I'm at Eugen Systems since Act of War. So it's now 20 years almost. At this time, I was the lead game designer for Act of War Treason, Ruse, War Game, the three of them, Act of War, Treason, now Direct Action. The last one was SD1 and SD2, and for WARNO, I now in special position. We decided to change a little about with. I led the gameplay with for Mad Matt and Alexi, and I was more in charge of graphic part like FX, light, texturing unit, and all the sound and things like that, because we usually want to change some job sometime for learning new tricks. So on one note, it was different.
Yeah, thanks to you and the other guys at Eugen, we now have beautiful models like the Aquila, especially the Aquila, the A1. Oh no, the new AT1. I absolutely adore the paint job you did there.
Be right back. Sorry, be right back.
Okay.
In 5.
Okay. Yeah, damn tap. So, you ready for 79th?
Yes, I guess. Not my favorite. Not my favorite one. My favorite in the Sovietics division so far, but I'm not at my best with the Sovietic division. So let's try to not be hit like that. Well, last time we played pretty good. It was hard. We were kicked. We get our ass kicked.
I mean,
but we did well.
Let's
So
survive the early game a bit better.
better.
Yeah, let's survive the early game a bit better, and then I think we have a shot. I think last time we just got crushed in the first 5 minutes, and then it was a long time of trying to do the comeback. The big question is, how many TADUDs do you have in your deck? How many of the new big boys will you bring?
Not that much. I think I got four of them.
Okay.
4 of them. I most rely on the TAD BV, T62 of course, and I picked some UD of course just to have the big guns. But as I've got only 4 of them, I must be very careful when I will be using them. And I'm kind of afraid because I know the Challenger is a freaking great tank ahead, so we're gonna be careful with this.
I feel like the current, much more scary tank is the AMX 10, especially the fast wheeled recon one. We will have to be really careful about that one.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, everyone in the community loves to play with it as well. It might be a bit too strong, maybe, but we'll have to see. I guess it's a bit too early for that to fully say, but we'll figure it out. Okay, they are ready. Are you ready as well?
Yeah, I am.
Well, let's go then. Let's have some
So
fun.
ready to be beaten, guys?
We are.
Yeah. We will see if we can stand a better chance this time than we did in the last one. Yes, the last one didn't went too gloriously, but I mean, at least it's not Karma in round 1, so it could be worse. Karma is on the other side of the bracket, obviously strategically moved there. Yeah, to the far end of the other bracket, of the other side of the bracket actually. No, I randomized the bracket, but it ended up this way, as we are down on the bottom of the bracket and he's up on top with the other really strong guys there. And yeah, this should be a fun game. I really like this map. I just don't like it in 1v1 because it's a bit too big, I feel like, for 1v1 map.
Yeah, definitely. But yes, one of my favorite map too so far. I really like how it was designed.
I really enjoy what you guys did with, or the map department did with the new roads through forests, especially also on Geisa now. That map is, I played it for the first time yesterday on the new 10v10. It's so much better what you did there. Much appreciated. I think Geisa now is a really good map as well. But before it was a bit too many lanes. Where do you want to go? Do you want to take the left or the right side? I think the right side is better for you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think the right side is better for the tank division.
And then I will give us AA in the middle. We will set some books up in the middle, so that we don't have any problems there. Oh, that thing is just so beautiful. Having good AA means so much. So what is your favorite new unit out of the French and the British?
That's not a new unit, but I really like the AMX DCRC and the AMX 30B2, but in B2, because I made my military training with them, in fact, so I know them a little. And my best friend was gunner on AMX DCRC, Roux Canon. So he helped me to set the FX and the sound of this vehicle. He was in Yugoslavia with his AMX DCRC. At the time, it was AMX DCRC Roux Canon, not the heavy armored surblindé. So the first one, and of course me, I was trained as a voltiger in my military service. So I was my job duty was to defend the AMX 30B2 and running just at their side to protect them. So not a particularly safety job.
Yeah.
And I can tell you something, the AMX 30B, when you are just right next to them and they are roaring and driving like mad, it's very impressive. Usually we don't understand how these things are huge, but tanks are big. And when you need to run at their side, it's very impressive. And of course, you learn rapidly to not be in their frontal arc, because when they fire their shell, the sabots, the APFDS sabots, is very dangerous for all infantry. So the first thing you learn is to not be at some position around those base. So yes, let's say AMX DXRC and AMX 30B2.
I know you're French, but what of the British? What is your favorite British unit?
Of course, the Sipaka Jaguar, because it's half French, half English. The Jaguar, and I have a little love for the Striker, because I think it's really funny. For efficiency, of course, the Challenger. But I really think the Sipaka Jaguar is a very good plane.
As a German, I obviously have to say the Tornado is the best unit there.
Yeah, but because when I was young, I played a simulation, EDS Tornado simulation. So that was here, it's 25 years ago. I learned the first time to use the MW1 weapon above airstrip. So yes, that's why when someone asks me if we can do the MW1 in gameplay and FX, I said, that would be terribly difficult. Yes, I want to try if I can do that. So we made it. So yes, the Tornado and the Sipacat Jaguar for the British.
Also, well done job on the first time in Eugen games. Or did you ever do a night map in any Eugen game before? I don't think so, right? Or like a Twilight map?
I don't think so. And oh, no, not really. I think it Ruse, the first map, is almost at dark. Maybe not night, but very dark. But night maps are very interesting to build because you can't put a real night map, because if you do so, of course, everyone can't see anything. And in simulation, if you want asymmetrical warfare in multiplayer with night vision optic, it will be unfair. So first, we need to set the map with a new ambience. So that's what we do, Rift like that, and then we will see if we can do more. But really, the difficulty is it's night, but you must see something, and we can't put night vision Google on every player. So and in multiplayers, you can't be very dark, because if you do so, some people will play with gamma to brighten everything, and some players who don't, and you will finish with a map who no one want to play. So you need to be careful about what you did graphically and for the gameplay balance. So it's not really easy, and I don't know if it's good enough. At least we try to do something new. And the challenge is every map must have their light and ambience, and every map must be different to another. So I think it's the first time you will never see two lighting and ambience the same from one map to another.
Yeah, it's a pretty well done job, and I agree. Like with multiplayer, if you would represent night fighting, the packed side obviously would suffer hardcore. So making that in multiplayer mode is not really an option. I think you did a good job, like with visibility. As yeah, also full-on night maps are hard to read, so the Twilight Zone kind of situation is quite nice.
Exactly, and I can tell you that we have at least a lot of testing and try and error before finding the right balance between everything.
What kind of helicopters of yours did they just shoot down? The Mi-8T? Or what was it?
Me-2.
Ah, Me Too, okay. So that was a good trade for us then. At least we got the plane. Goddamn AMX-10s. Those will be annoying. Oh, dead Mirage. Ooh, can we get it shut down? Ah, no, my books are not in range. Should have gotten my plane out. Okay. Are they both in the bottom? Silver Guru? No. Where's the Brit? Are they just slow to arrive? Wouldn't be unlike the Brits to be slow to arrive. They'll have to mourn their queen, I guess.
What do you think of rain, morning, mist, weather effect? They shouldn't even affect anything gameplay-wise. Well, we have some weather, we have rain, thunders, we have fog, but to be honest, I really think that the core game of WARNO is combining arm positioning and thinking, and for now, I say for now, we don't want to put too much layers of everything at at the same time. So we need to work step by step. And my politic about everything on 1.0 is it can be discussed, but it must be pretty, sexy. It must sound good, look good, and it must be easy to learn, hard to master. So, if we begin to put weather, night, optic, and we have a lot, as you can see, player need to manage a lot of units, not only 8 to 10 units, a lot of units. So, line of sight, penetration, change of ammo, using skill, or it could be overwhelming if we do it too much and too fast. So step by step, we're beginning to shape the game and think about what we can add and what we can't.
Yeah.
As you know, we are right now thinking and working, because it's not a surprise, about amphibious vehicle, for example. That's for us something very core game for some map. So we need to do it right, and then we could think about something else.
As the
For
TADU
example,
As the TADU has the turret for river crossings on top. Will it be amphibious?
I really don't know. I will check, but
don't think
this
so.
unit was very special.
Yeah, I know.
asked it just
I mean,
before
that's
because I was not sure, but Badma just confirmed me that no, it's not supposed to be amphibious.
yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, with the it's just really fun the detail you put in some of the models, like that small little turret for river crossings. But obviously, that's more of a strategic situation than something you do within combat, I guess. Like you wouldn't cross the
What
river.
was fun about this tank? See, everyone say to us, "Oh, Eugen is Eugen. It's the wrong model. It's the wrong unit. It's not a TITU. It's a BV." Or and I can't understand that people think we again did a whoopsie or. No, this unit exists in a small number. This is the correct modeling, correct sound. This is a turbine engine and not a diesel engine. That's why the sound of the U and the DU is different, because they change the engine. And that's the new way to work on WARNO. Now, models, textures, camo, lights, sound, everything need to be close to the reality. But the gameplay, the game will be first. But as I say, if we can model it right, why not? But first, the game, the frame rate, for example, we have a lot of work done and still to be done about frame rate, improvement on frame rate, optimization. Now you will probably see a very fast and big improvement about frame rates on this patch and the other one. That's the cruise speed for optimization now.
Yeah, that makes sense. We first want the functional game, and then we want a pretty game. Like, pretty game is important as well, but being able to play it on your PC, I guess, is the first step. Nobody wants another Crisis. The game everybody talked about and nobody was able to run.
I think for now, it's not. We are not in a bad situation, because I really think that WARNO is working for an optimization who was not finished at all. I really think the game is running well for those time at least on some comp, and of course an old computer who can run Wargame, for example, will have difficulties to run WARNO like this. But it's almost the same spec. I think it's lower even, minimal spec than SD2, for example.
The mortar fire is coming in. Nice. There's a lot of movement in the forests. I'm trying to catch them.
New earthy map in the map. There will still be some surprise about maps, of course. Can't say anything.
Yeah. Rifles. Ooh. The British rifles are so strong. The Law 80, and the Apilas are so scary. Though, I mean, I guess I have a similar weapon with the RPG-29 on my side. Do you need any help? What shall we do? Oh, we're at a +1, so I think we're doing better than last time.
Yeah, I just managed to keep the artillery. He was taunting me on the right a little bit. The mid is frozen right now, so I don't think I can do a lot at the moment. I don't have enough. So I think I'm gonna try to do something on the right.
Ooh, AMX. Do we have any ATGM that could hit that AMX? I guess not. If you can ping their mortars, I can hit them. Oh wait, the artillery from the rear is hitting. I have 2 big artillery guns out. I have 2 Malkas out. Well, I guess I just put them on counter battery for now. Don't want to bother. Yeah, okay, let's go. The Malka is such a beautiful gun.
What you need?
The Malka, the 203mm, the big artillery guns. They have nice punch now. They feel like...
Did you notice that every unit in the game has their own sound engine and weapon sound?
Yes, the mortars
unit
also sound really good now. For example. Ooh. And my mortars just got that.
Sometimes I'm just hearing a unit, and by sound I can identify the unit before she even show up. Because this.
Sound design and graphics are just such a big improvement compared to Steel Division. Like I'm still impressed every time I zoom in this game how good the graphics look. As I told you before, I think there's only one RTS on the market at the moment that looks better, and that's Total War. And that's only if you like the graphic style of Total War, obviously. That's a completely different graphic style in Warhammer.
I agree, but Total War is a very huge game.
Yeah, and that as well. Like, for a small studio like Eugen, the graphics are really impressive. Especially with an own engine. That's the other thing that I'm... So...
Well, what pleased me the most lately is that we have a lot of friends from Relic and Gears. Relic, the guy who do the Company of Heroes. We know each other, in fact, because we do the same kind of game and we love who products. So, and they told me that the work we did on WARNO was very impressive for them. So I think coming from the guy from Relic, I was very pleased about that.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Company of Heroes 3 doesn't look as good as this game. Like, the beta at least. Obviously it's not a fully launched product either. We will see how it looks at launch. But I was not fully impressed. I expected more there. Well, I expected less out of WARNO than it actually has now. Like, I'm really happy here with these graphics.
What's important is that even if you don't zoom, we did a job about FX, sound, and ambience and everything. So even if you are very high in altitude, the game and the FX are still impressive. So everyone will be pleased. People who want to play solo or with slow game, or multiplayers with looking at the replay after and enjoys the show after, they can't. But if you play at this altitude, it's still rewarding because the light, the map, the FX, you can't see them. And for me, it's always a reward to see a unit destroyed at every level of altitude. It's important.
Okay, we're up at a +1 at the moment. That's good. But yeah, it also looks way better than the Steel Division 2 on the zoomed out level. The biggest thing is it has color again. Like it's the second most colorful game after Steel Division Normandy, I guess. Steel Division normally maybe having, obviously having another art style. That was, a lot of people called it comic-like. I don't quite know if that's correct, but it obviously had a bit more of a nice, colorful French landscape. You for sure did sell Normandy as a pretty beautiful place in that game.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, central
Now,
Germany.
now I have a second home in Normandy, but at this time I wasn't in Normandy. Now I can. I live in near Carpiquet airfield. I can move for holidays to Carpiquet airfield and the Merville battery. So I literally can like live and work in remote or spend holidays in SD44 maps.
Oh yeah, that part about Normandy 44 maps was also so cool, that you actually could look at pictures from satellite pictures or like old reconnaissance pictures and see that.
And Carpiquet airfield it still exists. It's only open in summer. I was at Carpiquet airfield. Now it's airport, a small airport, and there are some reminder of everywhere from all the battle there was here. It's near the Camp Memorial, if you know the Camp Memorial. It's just 3 kilometers. It's very impressive to be exactly when you know you put your pointer in SD44.
Oh no 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 no! Ah, let me rush.
Too late.
But oh no, my book's out of ammo. No! Thought my books could revenge me, but they can't. Okay, they're pushing us out on the left as well. Not good. But we're gonna do something about that soon.
I read the Twitch chat. For the solo content, for now we are finishing the tutorial, so we can put them in the game, so people who find hard to discover the game can be pleased. And of course, after that, Army General operation.
Will there be Army General multiplayer at launch?
Oh, I think so, because we did an SD2 and it will be easy to set up now. It was hard for SD2, but now everything is ready for.
Nice. That is amazing to hear. I can't wait for that. That's the way I enjoyed Army General the most in Steel Division. Like both co-op and versus. Like with my casual friends from home, I played co-op, and with the guys from Steel Division, I played like from the Discord.
It's very long, but it's very interesting, I think, because I can't remember any other game when you can do that. But very time consuming.
Yeah, it's like nearly a Gary Crixby level of... but it looks way better than any Gary Crixby wargame. Well, like... And I don't know any other modern game where you can do something like that.
And for the news, everything is on track. We're catching up the late we had with the last division with visor and tracted units. Now we almost finished all the division. And after that, the solo content must be finished, and well, it's done. I think the content of WARNO will be very huge. Number of units will be more than 900, I think. We already are more than 900. So it's not Wargame Red Dragon, but it's very huge. The number of maps also I think, at least, enough and impressive for a launch.
One Spaznats, get the chieftain, get the chieftain. Nice. Chieftain got good. I think we can push them here on the left when your tanks move forward. If their tanks move forward.
Yeah, maybe we could try.
I don't think they have much left here. Ooh, we see their Sultan. I also have a lot of points for air units. Lol. Yeah, we should be able to push here on the left. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh no! Lost line of sight last second. Okay. That's a lot of dead things. That should be it. I think my air offensive just should have given us the chance to push there. Center is still dead, but yeah, left side is captured. We are still ahead, but only by 20 points. So we might want to push a bit harder.
Destruction mode is incoming too.
Will there be a mod like breakthrough in Steel Division at launch, or?
I'm not sure because in SD2 we rush it a little for the launch, so I'm not sure for the launch. Maybe, but I'm not sure at all.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's not at launch. Everything else afterwards is up to debate. But okay, it's not planned yet. Okay.
Modern warfare is
Obviously,
I think it's movement and tactical movement. So at some point you will have something like that. But for now, we really want to be on the core game of WARNO. It's multi-arms, combined arms, and movements, and tactical comprehension of the situation. It must be a routine, so adding a lot of layers of that too much too fast, and probably it will be overwhelming to a lot of players. No, we are still working on FOB.
ooh, ouch.
I
Tornado.
tried something on the right. I'm not sure it was a good move, but I needed to try something.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's somewhat working, I guess. I mean, I think it's a lot of kills on both sides. Oh, they're trying to move something in the center. They tried to move a CV in there. Nice, I got their CV in the middle. Cool. I will try to bomb the HOTS. If you can get the CV there, that would be amazing. I will try to put up a CV on the right side. Also pushing in the center right now. Yeah, where am I? Didn't I have mortars in the center? No, I didn't. Okay.
The situation is critical, so I'm not talking.
Yeah, it's a lot of things happening right now. I think it's the make it or break it moment right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I say that can be overwhelming for a lot of players. Because every time I saw WARNO, and we even received information about US Marine Corps, I'm not joking, US Marine Corps asking for a recruitment about someone who can play Wargame Red Dragon and WARNO to probably to train, not training for real action, but because WARNO and Wargame, and I know that because war game is used in French army too. Is used to, or I can say, not training any officer to real tactics, but to put them into pressure and situation where they need to understand tactical situation and react fast to any situation and to talk, use real communication and military sentence to give order. They use people to give order to WARNO or war game, but after the officer says the right sentences and communication, so it's a real thing. I know that Arma, war game and WARNO are used in the military. English training was done too. In France, at Paris l'École Militaire, it was used too, because I talked with some officers here, and I had confirmation about the U.S. Marine Corps using it too. And when I saw a game of WARNO or war game or anything, I think that's what is important to understand, is that combined arm is something very hard to apprehend and master. You have to think in 3 dimensions and times, and think fast, and that's everything an officer for real need to understand. And right now in modern war, people can see the battlefield almost exactly like you see it now, with drone and recon vehicles. So I know the war is hell, and any strategic action is overwhelming, but I think we are not that far from the reality.
Ooh. Let's get that chieftain in the middle. Nice. The MiG-23 MF is such a good addition to the KDA. In general, I like the Kuruk 559 was my favorite division, or is my favorite division in Steel Division, so I really like those rearguard units here as well. I'm so happy that we got them in this game. KDA and Territorial Kommando Süd.
In the 80s, the DDR was probably the best division the Pact can have, because East German was well trained with not the best gears and units, but they were well trained. And as we read and hear about that, not fanatical, but very, very, what I can say, they use tactics Russian will never use. And for example, their use of MiG-21 and 23 was very incredible, even for Soviet officers. Those guys were very dangerous at this time. East German troops, I don't want to be in front of them, really. T3 is a very good plane. Still now, I have read a report about MiG-23 who can defeat F-16 in dogfight. That was very impressive.
Ooh, they're coming in here again. Okay, they neutralized the points again. Oh, they got one of my Malkas as well. A bit disappointing. Okay. Oh, they got the center. I'm not quite... Oh, I see where. Gotta get my helicopter back first though. Do you have mortars or anything to smoke in the middle? Maybe we can move a CV into the middle with smoke.
Yeah, I need to try.
Can you move up your MiG-60, your T-62s on the left to get the rover? CV on the left side.
Chargez!
The Malyutkas are just such a funny spam unit. I lost my helicopters here. No. No! Oh, they got my helicopter. My book is out of ammo. Okay, but we got their CV over here. No, we just have to eliminate their CV on the left side. Oh, okay. My KDA Schützen spam is coming in on the left side now. On the right side.
Yeah.
Against their AMXs. I'm lagging seed. Maybe I should have put seed into my deck. But against the British I feel like seed is not that helpful against the rapiers, so
Beware of the mortal. Ship seed in French.
nice. I got the CV.
Nice one.
We are back to +1. 11 minutes to go. Oh boy. For sure, quite a bit closer than last time. At the moment, we're on the path. I will bring in my T-34 85s for the left side. Ooh, they got my Malyutkas. I should have... No.
Fünfte Kompanie bereit. Берите противник. Поворачивать.
Load back up, guys. Get back over there.
Finger am Abzug, Rücken vor.
Oh.
Genosse Hauptmann.
No, that's not the building my units are in. Okay.
Берите противник. Поворачивать.
Can we cluster that? That would be lovely.
Unterstützung bereit. Stehe unter starkem Abwehrfeuer. Puma Ende. Орудие, проверены и готовы. Fünfte Kompanie bereit. Берите противник. Поворачивать. Ja, wenn wir noch eine fangen, ist es aus. Erschossen. Hier geheim zum Aufmunitionieren. An dieser Position abgesessene Kampfweise. Ja, wenn wir noch eine fangen, ist es aus.
You go home.
Warte, bereit.
You try to get that gazelle.
Abgesessene Kampfweise. Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz.
More Malyutkas coming in.
It seems that the battle are now more on the fence, you know. It's when the game is in balance or things are going wrong, usually you don't have this kind of situation where everything is on the fence and everyone can think that they can
Swing
come back
to their
and
favor.
win.
Yeah. There's more back and forth for sure. It's not as much snowball happening anymore as it did at launch. A bad offensive you can come back from, and you still can put up a good defensive fight afterwards.
Огонь! Размажьте! Ruhe, herhören!
Where's their CV over here?
Rücken vor!
The hell on. Oh, there's their CV. Okay. let their no. Let's not let their alarm run out of fire. Oh, your UD is under fire. Watch out. Your TAD UD on the left side. You might need to smoke.
I think we set the flying speed of the links too low. I need to ask about that.
Sanitäter!
The links was very fast, very fast.
Oh no. Ah.
Zu Befehl, Kommandant.
Okay. T-55 charge. Charge down the hill. Charge of the light brigade.
Sammeln, Befehlsausgabe.
There's not a reason why.
Feind selbstständig bekämpfen.
T-34, 85, let's go. Hey, we're back to a +1.
Sanitäter! Genosse Hauptmann.
Oh, the reservists are getting deep into our lines.
Unterstützung, verdammt!
Okay, Conquerors for the middle.
Gib mir Morphium! Gib mir
Rapiras.
Morphium!
I'm setting up one big offensive for the center. to try to push in with our CVs there.
Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert. Jawohl, Genosse!
Ooh, Stimmy Sharks getting hit on the...
Gebt mir Morphium!
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The Lynx was very well known for his speed.
Abgesessene
But
Kampfheit.
to be honest, the Gazelle was also known for that.
Angriffsformation. Sammeln! Stehen unter starkem Beschuss! Готовьтесь, противник замечен.
Gazelle, Gazelle cannon, Gazelle gun is still a thing in the Alat. It's the French
Monat потерян.
ground army with helicopters. Call them the Alat. The Gazelle is still in active duty everywhere around the globe.
Wir brauchen Artillerie.
The Gazelle and this helicopter is older than me.
Стрельбе готов.
Your TADUD on the left side maybe can push forward again.
On it.
I don't quite know whether CV is in here. Not able to find it.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Move it out again.
Im Laufschritt. Marsch, Marsch. Fertig machen zum Sprung. Wir greifen gleich
Ja.
an. Товарищ командир.
Nice one.
Oh, no, the armed rifles. The armed rifles. No, 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 no. Oh, come on, with that.
Gut, ist sie los.
Oh, I got behind their lines with my T-34-85s.
Unter starkem Beschuss.
Nice one. Very nice move.
The charge down the hill has worked. Nice. Oh, they got my CV in the middle though. Literally got me there.
Vorfeld. Bereit machen. Zu Befehl, Kommandant. Sicher verlangen.
We might survive the first round this time. 5 minutes to go.
Could be great. I'm proud of us.
Sanitäter!
I'm-
Never finished.
Uh,
Das wäre sie. Im Laufschritt. Marsch, Marsch.
oh no.
An
Oh
alle
my
The
god.
counter attack was really good. Anyway, they played it really well.
Wir Puma sind auf
Yeah,
Empfang.
they're pretty deep into our lines now,
Unterstützung, verdammt!
but not quite deep enough.
Auf Empfang.
Meanwhile, I'm nearly on their artillery park in their rear line. I'm getting my T-34-85s.
That's exactly the difference between Steel Division and Wargame WARNO. This kind of action at the end or the middle of the game, when people can send very fast and armored units to cross the map, to strike behind, it's the core of Wargame /WARNO / modern warfare. You can't do that. You can't do that in Steel Division. Yes, you can, but it's very situational. But in this kind of game, every time I see a replay or thing like that, at one moment or another, there will be some flanking, very fast flanking with every group of armored tank. That's for me the real difference between Steel Division and WARNO Wargame.
I mean, that's also...
And I think in Wargame it's all I can say is it's more easy to counter and to apprehend. So it's less frustrating than in Wargame. In Wargame, you typically can be wiped out from the real with this kind of movement. But I think in WARNO you can defend yourself better.
Sanitäter!
Oh god, they got the CV in here again. 3 minutes to go.
Bewegliche Befehlsstelle bereit.
Ah, infantry CVs, just to make sure. Oh,
Führungsfahrzeug bereit.
Yes, we have some work left on the supply fob and
Treibstoff, Ersatzteile, Munition.
that challenger in the middle is a big
Yeah.
challenge.
Feind im
Oh
Vorfeld.
god.
Bereit machen.
Okay, got it.
Wir schaffen es nicht.
With a side hit.
Слушаю вас, командир.
Luke. Let's not get killed by that. Nice, I got their next CV in the rear. And I got the artillery park now.
Wir wurden aufgeklärt.
Oh no, I'm out of fuel on my T-34s. Oh no. Ah.
And my sped's not out of ammo, right in the middle of the fight.
That's the same as Wargame. If you push too long, too far, and you will be stopped in your track.
Oh, but can we get it AMX with our T-34-85s? Oh, no, the reload
So
time.
close. So close. Oh.
Smoke artillery, come on. Get my... Oh. No.
Кажется, это не наши.
Book. Come on. Oh, I love this thing.
Меняю позицию.
Nice.
Einsatzbereit.
And here comes the smoke shell.
Стрелом.
The AP share on the MX front B and B2 seem to be a little high. I need to check that too. I have received some report about some.
Neuer Aufträger.
Yes.
Scheiße, verdammt, wir haben Munition geladen. Da und Leute.
Oh boy.
Quer ab auf 4,
The
3,
Rapier is out of ammo. Okay. Oh, the Medi's finally coming in against the AMXs. Their AMX charge through the middle. But 42 seconds. We got it! We survived the first round. What an intense game.
That because they know that's the end. if not, they will try to end the CV in the middle.
Ich kann die Kugeln an mir vorbeizischen hören. Bin raus, Ende. Sie wünschen, Genosse Hauptmann? Ihr wo rein.
Okay, for
Abgesessene Kampfweise.
Rapier, let's go. Conqueror is out of ammo as well. Oh no. That thing marched all the way from over here on foot to over there. Oh, my left side got completely
hard
wiped
one.
out. I completely missed that part. But, whoop! We got a victory! What an intense one. Half my... Yeah, all my stuff died, but at least I took a lot of enemies with me.
You're
This one.
muted, Protoss. You muted yourself in our vocal channel.
What do you say? Oh, I muted myself. Oh yeah.
Yes, you're back.
Wait, what key did I do that? Oh. Yeah. Oh my god, what a game. GG.
Yeah, it was hard. Very active. I like it when it's not when it's like that. Very, very moving, attacking, counter-attack. It was great. It was a great game.
A lot of back and forth, yeah. And yeah, that was one hell of a show. And we did it. We finally made it. We finally moved on one round.
Finally.
In our second. But yeah, ooh, that's nice because that means we will see more maps. And we will see more opponents. But let's see. Who will be our opponent? Will it be the Bison Boys or will it be Buff's 82nd Airborne? Lol. Yeah, the name obviously meant seriously. The 82nd Airborne completely suffering over the last couple of months. Nobody ever complained about them. Yeah. Okay. We have the results in. Let's see if Karma won the first round. Ooh. Karma won the first round. Who would have thought that? The first round actually being a rematch of the finals of last time, fighting Hippie.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. But
It was a great game too. EP and Nathans.
yeah.
It was a great game too.
They got bested this time though. So the other red team is still moving forward as well. Maybe we will have a packed on packed final. Let's see if we can make it there.
UK suffers.
One more to go. Yeah. UK obviously suffers because it doesn't have the Challenger. When will the Challenger get the 27 frontal armor that it deserves? Is the most important question every British player wants to ask. When will the British be finally well represented in a Eugen game that obviously is full of French bias?
Yeah, of course it is. We all know it's well known now.
Yeah.
But you always see, there's something I like. You can see in the same day, you can see feedbacks like, okay, USA is too strong, USA suffer, and then Soviet suffer, Soviet is too strong, and German suffer, German is too strong, and of course the classical French bias that we all know.
Well, it's just 1 week, not even 1 week, 3 days, and the division are out. So we need some statistic and feedback to balance them. But it will be balanced, of course. But right now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of statistic can be out of the way. By the way, I remember playing Company of Heroes 1 a long time with probably the host wind completely out of the end. I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3 months where the host wind was killing everything on the ground. Everyone. That was awful. So balance is hard to achieve. And I think we've done so much games and balance since 20 years that now we can achieve something pretty balanced in a short amount of time. So for the release, it will be. I think it will be okay.
Yeah, it's also, if you compare to how it was at the Steel Division launch, this game already is way better balanced.
Yes, the Division 2 was a special launch for us.
Yeah, but also Steel Division Normandy, like Steel Division Normandy was also not as good at launch as
Steel Division Normandy 44 was at the end statistically with our report just after Ruse, because Ruse was the best balance we achieved. But just after that, Steel Division 44 was almost perfect in balance. But I took statistically. So we will see about WARNO. The worst of our game, the worst balance of our game. I'm not sure you will find it. I'm sure you don't know what was our game with the worst balance ever. Try to guess.
Air Land Battle?
No. It was the first one. It was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, Act of War. Act of War, the balance was awful.
I was about to name the game that may not be named, but Act of Aggression.
Act of Aggression was very well balanced because we have stats about that, and the free side was very well balanced. So balance is not the cause of everything. And Act of War who were a very big success for us. The balance was literally awful. 3 side, and I told you, you can't only play 2 in multiplayers. If you play the TFT, you're doomed. Just doomed. Balance is off the chart. So balance is one thing, but the success of the game is not only, and for sure not the only goal to achieve for a successful game.
I mean, yeah, in Steel Division we by now for sure. It was a long journey in Steel Division 2, but by now it feels really good. And especially in the competitive play, we never had as many divisions. Like the variety is through the roof, and like out of the 80 divisions, which is an insane number in the first place, having 80 factions in your game, having 60 or so being represented in high-level competitive play is quite the feat.